Hi.
Hi.
Testing.
Hi.
Hi. All right, guys. Today we are here with Miss Shep and Mr. Vera, and we are going to look at how to use a thing.
Multimeter.
A what?
A multimeter.
Multimeter.
A multimeter is a little device that will measure current and voltage and what else are we talking about? Resistance, all of those things. So it's one device that'll do it all, but it's kind of tricky. You have to have it set right in order for it to work correctly, and that's what we're going to show you, how to set it up.
Yay.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're going to have a black probe and a red probe, or a black lead and a red lead is how your instructions describe it. So the black lead, this is the meter lead, it needs to go into the COM port. Oops, and it will stay there. You will not move this one, okay? The red lead, if you're starting with, I think your lab starts with amps, you're going to put it in the first port, the 10A DC port. So you're going to stick that in there. And your dial should be off. And the first thing you're going to do is set it to the A scale, and you want to put it on 20, all right?
Will it work correctly if they're not in the right ports?
No, it will not work. If you're noticing your screen is blank or it's not changing, check this hold key. If the hold key is pressed in, then the screen will hold, and it's not going to change once you start playing around with it. So if you're not seeing any variation, check that key, make sure it's depressed, make sure it's popped all the way out. All right, so we're on the amp scale, and whenever you're recording or measuring current, you need to have the ammeter connected to your circuit in series. And if you remember, series was one pathway. So let me go ahead and get this plugged in. All right, so my one pathway is going to be, if you see I've got my battery connected to one side of my, what do we call these? Circuit boards, okay? And then I'm going to have the red probe, the red meter lead connected to the battery lead. You have a red and black battery lead, so you'll hear in your instructions battery leads versus meter leads. You got to pay attention. And then if you connect the meter to the circuit board, you'll see you start to get a reading. Okay, I have this connected in series. You'll see it's one continuous loop all the way through, and we have right now a reading of 0.3. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, 0.31 amps. Okay. All right. So that's how you set it up if you're going to record your current. Now, if you want to record voltage, you need to turn it off, switch your red lead, take it out of the 10 AC port, put it in the volt port. Okay. And then you're going to turn to the V scale. We're going to go to 20 on the V scale. Now, when you record voltage, that needs to be done in parallel. So you're going to go ahead and connect your circuit. And these are a little bit easier to do because then you can just take your probe and whatever bulb you're reading, put it on either side of the bulb, and you'll see you get a reading. Okay? If you get a negative reading, that's okay. If you switch your positive and negative ends and test it again, you'll see then that it's positive. Okay, so now let's see what happens if we switch that port.
So this is if you put your port in the wrong spot.
This is if you put your port in the wrong spot, you don't get a reading and the bulb goes out, at least on this scenario it does. So like I said, if you're not getting a reading, check to make sure your leads are in the right port and check to make sure that hold button is not pressed in. It needs to be out. And there we go, we're right back where we need to be. So, real quick, black meter lead, red meter lead, red battery lead, black battery lead. Okay, be careful when you read your instructions. It can get confusing.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because some of these with the alligator clips, they don't have red or black. They just have black on both sides. Is there a way to tell which one is your power and which one's going to be your negative?
Yes, your teacher should have them labeled prior to, but if not, the red lead is also striped. There is a white stripe going down that red lead. So we will do our best to have them put some red tape around that lead so you guys know. But if for some reason you don't, look for the striped lead that is also your red lead. Okay?
I'm good.
All right.